What up, what up, what up? What's happening, y'all? Welcome to the CM show. Yo, it's been a fun week, right? What up to them Braves? I'm just saying, congratulations. They are the World Series champions, world champions. They won the World Series last night. It's been a fun week, and I know we're going to have a fun show. Y'all already see the topic. You already know what it is. So with that being said, before I even get into all of the pre-show, I'm just going to put it out there right now. This is going to be an adult show. So, for those of y'all that are going to be clutching your pearls and be like, oh my God, how could he talk about such things? Yeah, we're going to talk about them things tonight. So, I'm just saying, please, 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 you have been warned. This is a fully adult topic. So, just want to make sure everybody knows up front. Y'all, I am Christopher Markland. Who am I? I am author, podcaster, reviewer, and just a dude that loves. I love it. I love it. I love it. And you know what? I love seeing people in love. I love the act of love. I love all of that stuff. And that's what I write about. That's what I talk about. So tonight, but again, I'm just excited. So before we get going too far, let me shout out to my sponsor, The Black Candle Box. You can visit them at theblackcandlebox.com. If you use the promo code the CM Show or CM Show, I don't think they trip too much about that, but just put the CM Show on any purchase above $25, you will get 15% off. And you know, I got to go ahead and set the mood. Get myself ready, get my mind right, because y'all know these candles will calm you down and relax you, because I'm going to be relaxed on this show. Once again, the Black Candle Box, theblackcandlebox.com. Now, let's go ahead and do a little something. Before we even get started, I need for y'all to tickle the algorithm. What that means is go over there, hit that like button. If you don't like this topic, you can hit the dislike button. Just hit something. I need people hitting something. So please go over there, hit that like button. Tickle that algorithm, let people know that your boy's here. All right. So like I said, it's been a fun week, Lord knows, and we're going to have some fun tonight. Tonight's topic is, do you know how to cheat? It's going to be, I'm loving this. Y'all, if you haven't already liked this video, make sure you also subscribe to the channel and tell a friend, because not only is this live on YouTube, if that's how you watch me, I'm also over there on Facebook as well at the same time. So if some people prefer Facebook, if y'all prefer the face crack, y'all can go over there. All the comments that you put on there are going to be there as well. So let's see. Make sure I got everything out of the way. All right. So we got, all right, boom. Let's get into this. But before I get started, you know I got to shout out some of my people who are joining the chat. Like I said, whether you're on Facebook or on Instagram, you can join the show. Shout out to May. She also has a podcast as well. If you get a chance, check her out. I love her stuff. She's pretty good at what she does. Love the topic. So the name of her podcast is Talk That Talk Sis. I'm a dude. I've checked it out. I like what it is, but that's not necessarily, you know what I'm saying? But hey, fellas, you like it there. What up, Yolanda? Your first one? You's a virgin. Welcome to the channel. Let me get my audio right. Put this big ass mic in front of me. What up, Yolanda? Thank you for joining the talk. Lorenzo, what up, my dude? Thanks for joining me. Danielle, oh, you got your popcorn ready? Let's have some fun. What up? Thank you, Danielle, for joining the conversation. So, without any further ado, y'all, you know what? If you haven't already known, there's a TV show out on the OWN network. It's called Ready to Love. Now, I love the show because it showcases black couples, not even couples, but black men, black women, and it's all about that black excellence. And what I enjoy about the show is that it's real people. Now, it's a little convoluted at times. It is what it is, but like I said, I enjoy it. Anyway, there was one particular character on the show week before last, by the name of Carrington, and he was asked a question about cheating, and he gave the most convoluted answer I have ever heard. In fact, I'm going to let y'all watch it for yourselves, and y'all tell me what you think, okay?
Have you cheated before? And do you think that part of your life is completely over?
I'm trying to set proper expectations, when it comes to that. Can't say that I've cheated because I haven't had a girlfriend. Like, I've never been in relationships enough to cheat on someone, so that's part by design. You can't cheat if you're not in a relationship.
My man said you can't cheat if you're not in a relationship. Y'all, I call bullshit on that one. But okay, if that's what he feels, then cool. Right. I'm just saying, bruh. I'm just saying. So anyway, once I heard him say that, my mind just got to clicking, and I started thinking about it. Okay, if that's his personal rule for a relationship, if to him you can't cheat if you're not in a relationship, I got to thinking, what are rules to cheating? Right? So what are some universal truths when it comes to cheating? All right, and like I said, I got to thinking about that, and then I was like, you know what? Let's break it down. So with that, let's go with rule number 1. All right. Rule number 1 is don't cheat. Y'all, I'm not an advocate of cheating. I'm not here for it. I'm like, it's hard enough to make relationships work as is, but it's one of them things where don't get into that kind of behavior if you're not going to be built for that kind of behavior. You know what I'm saying? Don't cheat. It's as simple as that. You just don't friggin' cheat. You don't cheat. Don't get into it. If there's a reason, I had a friend of mine, she told me that the reason that people step out, people do what, and that's something else too. People come up with all these pretty ass terms for something that really and truly is just cheating. Stepping out, being unfaithful. No matter how you try to cutify that shit up, it's cheating. All right. But my friend, she and I, we were talking a while back, and she's like, if you keep your spouse fed, then even if you present them with the juiciest of steak, just cook perfect temperature, all that good shit, right? If they are full, it doesn't matter what you present to them, they're not gonna eat because they're not hungry. No matter how much they want to try, it's like, you know what? It's not even worth it. So it's one of those things where if you know that there's something that you are lacking in your relationship, be it good, be it bad, just don't fix that. Go to therapy, communicate with your spouse, do all of the things that you got to do, but just don't cheat. If it ever gets to that point that you feel like, you know what, it is what it is. And don't get me wrong, we all got appetites, we all got things, but sometimes, if you can avoid it, don't cheat. All right, rule number 2. Don't mess up the church's money. Don't mess up the church's money, okay? And what that means is, y'all, if you know that your money's limited, right? Everybody's money is limited. I don't care, no matter what you do. If you're working hard for what you do, it's tough as hell for you to do certain things. So if you know that, let me go back. I'm kind of getting ahead of myself. Don't spend your main money on your side piece. So that means don't fuck up the house's money. Don't go in debt trying to go after a side piece. Just don't do it. Don't mess up your money, put your family in financial jeopardy because whatever the side chick blew up your butt. You know what I'm saying? He or she did something that just like blew your damn mind. So now all of a sudden your entire household, your household's future is in jeopardy. Don't do it. Do not mess up the church's money. It's not worth it. Rule number 3, don't be obvious. Do not, it sounds simple, and it's a fairly simple rule. But the thing of that is, we live in a social media world, right? And it's one of them things where people will do certain things on social media, like a comment, and then like another one, and then like another one. Y'all know what I'm talking about. It's like, okay, yo, what's going on here? Other people who are seeing it, because hell, even Stevie Wonder can see, all right, that's kind of weird, right? Certain things like that. Or If, for instance, you and that person just happen to be, you know, say it's a party or a company function or something like that, and all of a sudden you see that person just steady making that eye contact or staring at you, yo, don't make it obvious. It's a simple rule, but body language, it speaks loud and clear. So certain little things like that, whew, I'm just saying. Rule number 4, don't play in your own backyard. Rule number 4 is a simple one. Do not play in your own backyard. Don't do it. Okay? Now, as I get my stuff together. Oh. Technology, you gotta love it, baby. Gotta love it. So, don't play in your own backyard. What that means is, okay? Oh, I see what y'all saying. What that means is this. Mutual friends, family, and coworkers are off limits. I don't know if y'all have ever heard stories about somebody leaving their spouse for their brother-in-law, or somebody cheating with their stepmom, or, you know, they going to work, and it's one thing to have a work husband or work wife or something like that, but it's a whole nother thing to get into a full-blown damn relationship with that person. Do not, there's an old saying, don't eat where you shit. Do not play in your own backyard. If you're going to step out, if you're going to cheat, if you're going to do whatever, don't do it close to home. Don't do it, damn sure don't do it with a family member. Don't do it with a coworker, and don't mess with their friends. If you got mutual friends, you know, like I said, we live in an interconnected society when it comes to Facebook and, you know, social media and Instagram and all that. If you have mutual friends, don't mess with that person. Just don't do it. All right? Number 5, don't bring anything home. Okay? Don't bring anything home. That includes babies, diseases. Use freaking protection. Use protection. Don't bring anything home. All right? If you got to strap up and both of y'all strap up, use protection. There are so many different types of birth control. There's so many different things that you can do in order to protect yourself, and also you're protecting your family. Don't bring outside babies. Don't bring diseases home. Don't bring shit home. Number 6, don't put the brand in jeopardy. All right? By that, you want to make sure that they have as much to lose as you do. You want to make sure that they have... You don't want to mess with somebody who basically, you know that you're up here. You're a top-notch CEO, and you're, you know, messing with that. Y'all remember when, what's his name? Tiger Woods had his little issue, and everybody was roasting his ass. They were clowning him because he was messing with a Waffle House waitress. Now, I ain't dogging out Waffle House because y'all know I love me some Waffle House. However, if you know that you are a $1 billion brand, you have people, you know, you're sponsored by Nike, and you are just a walking, if you touch something, it's going to turn to gold because people follow you, they follow your brand, and they know that you are worth X amount of dollars, or just X amount, your stature, right? So you don't put any of that stuff in jeopardy by going below your brand. You just don't do it. You remember what's his name? Bill Gates, Melinda Gates. That's why certain people have non-disclosure agreements. The way they move silently because they have a brand to protect. Now, y'all remember this couple right here. Speaking of brands to protect, they had a brand to protect. That's why they did that show, and they being Will and Jada, they did the whole thing because it's like, okay, August Alsina, he said, all right, this is what happened. Me and Jada had something. So and the outside party who had, once again, let's go back to the previous rule, don't mess with somebody that doesn't have as much to lose as you do. Now, I'm not, you know, for whatever happened, you know, with Will and August Alsina, when he released it, he didn't have shit to lose. However, the brand that Will and Jada had built up, all of that shit was in jeopardy. So therefore, in order to protect their brand, Will and Jada, they got up on there and they got in front of the story. Was it embarrassing for them? Yes. Was it damn sure was embarrassing for Will? All of that? Yes. However, in order to protect their brand, they said, you know what? We got to get out in front of this story so we can dictate how the story goes so that way we can get in front of it. You have to protect your brand. Okay. Make sure that person is an upgrade from your partner. If you know that you are just drop dead gorgeous, why the hell would you go mess with a booger wolf? If you know that you are of a certain level, you've got to make sure that you do not go beneath that level if you're going to do certain things. There's a brand that has to be protected, and you've got to make sure that you protect that brand. All right. Number 7. Don't have them around your damn kids. Don't have them around your kids. Yo, I see your question, Danielle. We're gonna touch on that. Don't have them around your kids. All right. Now there are a couple reasons for that. Your kids are gonna make a connection. In other words, they're going to be like, yo, remember Uncle such and such or Auntie such and such, And also on top of that, kids are going to tell because kids don't know how to keep a damn secret. You know what I'm saying? So don't have them around your kids. It's for their health and for yours. Just don't have them around your kids. Rule number 8, don't let them think they have a shot at the title. Y'all, pillow talk is a beast. And there are certain times where, certain things occur and people are going to be like, you know what? I could replace her. I've got one friend couple, and they've had this longtime friend, and she's always been in the picture. And it's like, goddamn, they done got married, but you're still there. Now, don't get me wrong. There's a long history with them, but if you let that other person think that they have a chance to be Mr. So-and-so or Mrs. So-and-so, that's a problem. That's a problem. You cannot do that. You cannot make them think that they have a shot at the title. You just cannot do that. That is just, can't do it. All right. Rule number 9, don't leave a paper trail. Now I learned this one from a friend of mine. She and I were talking. When I say I learned, meaning we were just talking. I was like, I didn't even think of that. And she was telling me, it's like, no, if you go somewhere or do whatever, you do not leave receipts and shit laying around. You just don't do it. You do not leave a paper trail. If you pay cash, if you got to, but you ain't gonna put it on no credit card. And you got to make sure if you got a burner phone, whatever it takes, you make sure that you do not leave a paper trail. No DMs, no text messages, no whatever. I have a homeboy. He got caught up because he sent the text messages, but what he didn't do was he didn't check his Apple Watch. And all of your messages are stored on your Apple Watch, right? So my man got caught up. So it's one of them things, you don't leave a paper trail, okay? If you got to get a burner phone, you got to get a burner account. You got to, hell, you can set up as many damn accounts as you want to on Facebook, Instagram, whatever the case may be. Don't leave a paper trail. That's an easy one. Do not leave a paper trail. And number 10. Y'all, this one right here gets on my goddamn nerves. Don't clear your conscience, okay? You don't clear your damn conscience. Now, because you're feeling bad, you think that, hold on. Ooh, shit, my bad. Sorry about that, y'all. Technology, what can I say? Don't clear your conscience. If you're a man or woman enough to do that shit, you better ride that shit out. You better ride it. You better take it to the grave. You better ride that thing till the wheels fall off. Don't just because you feel bad. It's like, hey, baby, let me tell you something. What happened in 1906 because of this and that. Fuck that. Fuck that. If you did the crime, God damn it, you better not. That is your cross to bear. You take that shit to the grave. It's not fair to your significant other. Not only is that some dangerous shit to do because now your conscience is all whatever. You done found Jesus and now you want to clear your conscience. So now you want to unburden yourself and put that shit on them. Hell no. See, rule number 1. If you want to step into the big boy world, hey, you got to ride it out. You have got to ride it out. It's not up to them because you're feeling whatever the hell it is you're feeling. No. You take that shit to the grave. Ain't no clearing your conscience because now all of a sudden you feel bad. So those are the 10 rules, y'all. Those are 10 simple rules that you've got to follow. If you decide that you want to step out into that world, you got to follow them. Rule number 1 is don't cheat. Y'all, it's as simple as that. If you follow rule number 1, then all the rest of the stuff, quite honestly, is going to be, it's going to be easy living. All right. Number 2, don't mess up the church's money. Don't fuck up your money because you want to step out. I got a friend, she was telling me about a situation, with her significant other. Dude stepped out and he was buying the side, he literally, I think he moved out. He did some shit. But anyway, he buying cars and apartments and clothes and all kinds of shit for the side piece. And he ended up messing all of their money up. Now, they ended up reconciling and things worked out. But you remember the one thing that I've always told y'all, right? The one thing that I've always told y'all that I stand by, that it takes to have a strong relationship, is what I call the stool. To have a strong relationship, you got to have sex, communication, finances. If you don't have them things, the shit's going to fall apart. Because if you notice right there, what you have is trust sits on the foundation. Trust is supported by those 3 things. If one of those 3 things is out of balance, trust is going to fall off and it's going to fall apart. So if you fuck up the money, if you mess up the finances, you're going to have a problem. The sex, communication, you're going to have a problem. So all of those things, they go hand in hand, and you can't do one because you're going to, if one is out of balance, the whole thing is out of balance. All right. So don't mess up the money. Number 3, don't be obvious. Don't be on social media and liking every picture and doing all. Nah. Play it cool. Number 4, don't play in your own backyard. In other words, do not mess with friends, or, if you have mutual friends, damn sure don't mess with family, and don't mess with coworkers. Number 5, don't bring anything home. That includes outside babies. That includes, diseases. Damn sure includes diseases. None of that shit. Don't bring anything home. If it happens outside the house, that shit needs to stay there. Strap up. Use protection. Double up. Layer up. Whatever you got to do. Don't bring nothing home. Number 6, don't put the brand in jeopardy. All right. If you have a family brand, or if you're married, don't mess that shit up by embarrassing your significant other. Just personally speaking, I know that that's something that, not necessarily happened to, I've been through that. Let me just put it at that. It wasn't me, but, close family member of mine decided that he wanted to do certain things, and he made it obvious. If you're in a small town doing certain things, everybody knows. So don't embarrass your spouse. Don't embarrass your spouse. Number 7, don't have them around your kids. Shit, that's just self-evident. Number 8, don't let them think they have a shot at the title. Y'all, that pillow talk, keep that shit to a minimum. Number 9, don't leave a paper trail. Hey, ain't no receipts, ain't no, credit card receipts, none of that shit. Pay cash if you got to. And number 10, don't clear your conscience. If you feel bad, fuck it, you better ride that thing out, take it to the grave. Don't unburden yourself at their expense. That's not fair to them. It's damn sure not fair to you, and it's not fair to the other people, all right? So I'm going to open up the chat line because I really want to hear what y'all got to say. Let me shout out a couple people. What up, Vince? Thanks for joining the chat, joining the show. Danielle, she asked a great question. Is monogamy realistic over the long run? She's not speaking for herself, but that is a damn good question. We kind of had a show the other day when we were talking about kinks, and what happened, what we talked about is that monogamy can be real, but honestly, most people have vices, they have appetites. And 9 times out of 10, well, maybe 8 times out of 10, if you communicate that with your spouse, you can actually get over the boredom, if you will, that can occur if you are in a long-term monogamous relationship. You know, what happens a lot of times is shit gets stale. You know, it's pump one, thrust two, all right, let's go. Everybody knows what they're supposed to be doing, and therefore it can get boring. So it's one of them things where, is monogamy realistic? Yeah, shit, not really, because to be honest with you, men ain't really designed to be monogamous. However, it can be done. But we've also heard many a story about, you know, granddad dies and you realize, damn, he had a whole family on the other side of town. So it's one of them things where if you go back to that stool that I talked about, communication, that's just real. All right. In fact, my bad. I forgot to, let me put this in there before I get to talking to y'all. If you want to join the conversation, I'm going to be posting the Zoom link. Y'all, please make sure that you have your camera connected. Make sure that, if you don't want your camera shown, let me know. So that way I can block you out. Your audio will be available, but you know, just like I said, just make sure that your audio is connected, and make sure that you mute everything in the background so we don't have background noise. Jennifer, thank you for joining the conversation. Carrie, what's happening? Thank you for joining the conversation. Michelle, thank you for joining the conversation. Wow, what was grade ABS? Wait a minute, we just got into it and she already talking about grade ABS. Carrie said some people cheat because they're cheaters. You're exactly right on that one, Carrie. People cheat, from my analysis, people cheat for 2 reasons. All right. One is because they're not being satisfied in their current situation. And the other is because they're ego driven, meaning they want to have a notch on the belt. In other words, you know what? They see somebody, they're like, I like you, I want you, I'm going to have you. And therefore, they go after it regardless of whatever the ramifications may be. So it's one of them things where, yeah, people are going to cheat. And that's the reason why I'm doing it. If you're going to cheat, fine. Just follow the damn rules. Just follow the rules. Let's see. Yeah. That's a good point. That right there goes back to what rule is that? Let me make sure I got my rules in front of me. I know it's a lot of rules, y'all, but yeah, it's a serious thing. But what Michelle is commenting on is rule number. God damn, Chris, what the hell's going on? All my stuff ever. Rule number 3. Don't make it obvious. So if you're going to be liking the pictures, but you like every picture except for the one that the person that you're crushing on or that you're doing the do with, you like every picture except the ones that they're in, yes, after a while, it's going to stand out. Like I said, Ray Charles is going to see that something's wrong. All right. So yeah, definitely it stands out. I heard that booger wolves have good. Yeah, they do. Allegedly. So I've heard. That's a good one, Danielle. That's a good one. What Danielle is commenting on is rule number 10. Take that shit to the grave. Man, I gotta say, man, you gotta ride that shit out. I'm just saying. It's one of them things. Deny, I guess. Unless they've got proof. They catch your ass in 4K with video footage, and man, if not, yo, that's Photoshop. That ain't me. Just say it. Take that shit to the grave. Just say it. Take it to the grave. Let's see. But the kink may be heavily judged by your partner based off of their discomfort. LB, I got you. That is true. That is so true. However, if you've been with your partner long enough, you kind of know how to engage them in a certain topic, how to bring it up in such a way that you're able to make them understand that that's something you're interested in, right? I'm just saying, you know, it's one of them things where, okay, if you know you like, I don't know, shit, butt play, whatever, I don't know. If you know that's something you want to get into, or I don't know, all right? threesomes, if you, whatever the case may be, that you want to try something different. There are ways that you can introduce it that it's not shocking. It doesn't, scare the shit out of them. So there are ways that you can do that. But the key is try it, because here's the thing. If there's something you want to try, if they don't want to try it, shit, you're probably going to end up trying it on your own. And then you're going to get right into that situation. So it's one of them things, man. If I get it, it's a tough thing to say, to do, I should say. Let's see. That's weird. It didn't show up. It's. What up, G-Dubs? How you doing? Thank you for joining the show. Tonight's topic is, do you know how to cheat? Let me drop this in here again. And if that doesn't work, let me do this as well. So it's one of them things, man, is if you know that if you know that you're going to step out, there are certain rules that honestly just have to be followed. In fact, let me go over them rules with y'all one more time. For those of y'all that joined late, I know we just had a few people that came in. Rule number one is just don't cheat altogether. Just don't do it. Don't cheat. If you got stuff and there's a reason why, like I said, one of the two reasons that people cheat is either they're just not getting fed at home, or they're just ego driven. So if you fall in the category number two, then it's like, yo, you gotta talk to your partner. You gotta work that shit out. Number two, don't mess up the church's money. Meaning, don't jeopardize your family because you want to step out. Number three, don't be obvious. That social media liking pictures shit, man, cut that out. And if you happen to see that person in public in front of your significant other, you better play that shit cool. You better play that shit cool. Do not be obvious. No matter what, don't be obvious. Number four, don't play in your own backyard. Friends, family, coworkers, better leave that shit alone. Number five, don't bring anything home. No outside babies, no diseases. Number six, don't put the brand in jeopardy. Tiger Woods, this man's worth $1 billion, but decided he want to go mess with a Waffle House waitress. Nah, bruh, don't do it. Number seven, don't have them around your kids. Y'all, kids ain't got nothing to do with your shenanigans. Don't have them around your kids. Number eight, don't let them think they have a shot at the title. And number eight, that means that, don't let, this is especially for my dudes, don't let her think that the chick that you messing with can replace your main chick. Don't do that shit. Because what's going to happen is that's going to take you right back to number three. They're going to start liking them pictures. They're going to start making them damn comments. You're going to get caught the hell up. Number nine, don't leave a paper trail. Shit, you better let that thing go. Don't do it. And last but not least, number 10, don't clear your conscience. Take that shit to the grave. Take it to the grave. Hey, Latrice, connect your audio. LB, connect your audio. And also, make sure that, do you want to have your picture shown or you good? Okay. You say it's dark.
Hey, dog.
All right. What up? Welcome to the show. So tonight's topic is, do you know how to cheat? What you got on the topic, ma'am?
Yes, I do. And I did it very well.
Oh,
I did it. When I was cheating.
You a pro cheater. Okay.
Yes,
allegedly,
when I was cheating.
Allegedly. Uh-huh. Go ahead.
And ain't no allegedly. I got caught by the cloud. By the cloud. The cloud
I want to hear
me.
this. Talk to me. What you got?
Okay. So I was fucking around with this dude and sending pictures and all that shit, and did not realize that every picture that came to my phone also went to my computer.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So I came home from work one day, and old boy turned the computer around on me and was like, "What's this?" Ooh. I said, "Dick." Ooh. Ooh. It's Dick. And he was like, "Who is that?" And I told him what the dude's name was. What am I lying for? The shit right there. I can't lie. It's right there. Yes, that is Dick. And yes, that is from him.
Well, did you
So
say dick?
yeah, it was a nice size. It was very
Okay.
nice.
Okay.
Um, but I have very, very, very strict rules.
What are your rules?
There will be no social media exchanges at all. No, first of all, you don't even know I have social media. You
Okay.
barely know my real name. There will
Mm-hmm.
be no hanging out, going to get something to eat, drinking out in public. I see you between 10 p.m. and 3 a.m. I don't stay any longer than 30 minutes. I just need to reach around, wrench it off, and I'm at the door. I don't need your hospitality. I came here for the dick. There will be no conversations. The only time we're talking is when we're arranging a meetup.
Did you
Cause
say
see,
wrench it off?
wrenching, wretched and wrenching, retch around, wash that thing off, and get on up out
You
the
said
door. I got my whole
that
bag
monkey
with me.
bath. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
I got my whole bag with me. I got all the shit I need with me. I just need your shower.
The
About
whole bag.
15 minutes, and I'm out. Like, no, no, they didn't know my last name. You don't know my birthday. You barely know my age. Like, people get caught up when they start doing all that talking.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
what? I'm here for the dick. I ain't here for
Mm.
shit else. I don't get emotionally attached. None of that. No, I know why I'm here.
So I take it goes without saying that you followed, that rule about making sure that you're protected. You follow that shit to a T.
Oh
'Cause-
yeah, that shit I stayed with condoms in my purse.
okay.
I'm coming with them.
Oh, thank you. You know what? Thank you for saying that. And it's one of them things. If you know that you're gonna step your ass out and do adult activity, you better have that adult protection. If you know that you are going to that you want you have a desire for something else, then you cannot leave it up to the other person
Right.
to come with the proper equipment.
Right.
It's your job to protect the brand, and that means that no outside babies, no outside diseases. So why would you leave
Correct.
something like that up to the other person? You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Now,
And two, I don't like magnums. Man, most guys still be trying to use them stinking ass magnum condoms. So that's why I had my own brand that I like that's good for my body with me.
that's something else to consider too, because once again, that could be one of, maybe it's not an outside, it's not a disease per se, but if you come back home and you have all, the pH is
Yeah.
off, and first of all, what you
Right.
ain't and going back a little bit, what you ain't gonna do is body shame. Just because all of us brothers cannot fill a magnum doesn't mean you're gonna bring it up. But anyway, that's another topic for another day. We did have a show about does size matter. So I'm sorry, just a little triggered right there. Hold on.
First of all,
I'm gonna cry in the car.
most guys who use magnums can't even fit them. So there's that. They just doing it for the gold package look. Nigga, that shit stinks. Smell like garbage bags. No.
Oh, my
And not the
God.
Febreze garbage bags either. Anyway.
Oh. Well, you got a couple fans in the chat, but I definitely feel you, man. It's one of the things. If you know what you're gonna do, you got to come prepared, because, like you said, you know your body better than anybody
Right.
else. So if you leave it up to that other person, and don't get it twisted, us dudes, we know when something's off. It's like, okay, why she smell like a garbage bag? I don't use that brand. In fact, we don't use it at all.
Right.
And so that's how you get caught up. That's some good shit,
Right.
man.
One more thing for
Talk
the
to me.
ladies, especially if your heart is attached to your pussy, you do not need to be cheating.
Say that for the people
You
in the
gon-
back for me, please.
If your heart is attached, you got a stream from your heart to your pussy. You are not a cheater, baby. Nope. If you say I got to have an emotional connection to be able to, baby, stop it. Don't even do it, because you ain't gonna do nothing but get played and finessed, and you're gonna be out here looking stupid.
And you're gonna mess up home.
And you're gonna mess up home, or his home, or her home, because you all in your feelings and your emotions about somebody who's just fucking you. Don't get caught up on that good dick.
Wow. That's some good
Yeah.
shit. Man. Thank you, man.
You're welcome.
Enjoy your night.
Thank you. You too. I'm
right.
coming back to the.
Yo, that was some good stuff that LB just brought up, y'all. I mean, it's one of them things. It's like, and let me drop the link as well back in here too. It's one of them things. Y'all, with the baggy con. I'm just saying, Oh my God. You got a fan of Danielle, LB? one of them things, though, man. She's 100% right. It's if you're gonna do that, if you're gonna do certain things, if you're gonna do that adult activity, yeah, you better be ready to play them adult games. No matter what line of work you're in, right? There's certain tools of the trade that you've got to have. So if you know that you're going to step out and cheat, then fellas, get the magnums. And if you, or not the magnums, just get condoms. But she hit a great point. Yo, there's certain condom brands, especially magnums, that have that smell. So yeah. You got to have all of that stuff. All right. Make sure you come prepared. Let's see what we got. It looks like you're not in the middle of the screen. I can hear you. Your audio's connected, but I can't hear you. You ready? You. All right. What it do? Welcome to the show. So tonight's conversation is about, do you know how to cheat? What you got?
So as far as cheating goes, I feel like I learned from not the best. He wasn't the best cheater, but learning from his mistakes. There were very.
Do me a favor, mute whatever that is in the background. Something's playing in the background. Mm-hmm.
Is this better?
Much better. All right. So you said you learned, and then what were you saying from there?
So I learned from my ex as far as, what not to do, because he violated every rule just about on that list. Up to and including, bringing babies home. Although technically the baby was by his wife/ex-wife. And I was later told it was my fault that, they had a baby. Explain that.
Shit.
That in biology, how it could be my fault. That this lady over here had a baby. In fact, how he even told me was, suppose so and so was pregnant by me. How would you feel? He told me that while we were in the process of looking for a new place, because we were living together and we were looking for a bigger place. And I remember like it was yesterday. Like I'm literally on like Zillow. And I'm like, what do you think about this townhouse? And he was like, how would you feel if so-and-so was pregnant by me? So, if you are going to cheat, please follow those rules, because he violated every last one, up to and including the first guy, the guy that you showed on screen, where he was like, well, I technically haven't been in a relationship. Yeah, my ex, we get to an argument today, break up, and then he go fuck somebody else. And that wasn't cheating.
Because technically y'all done broke up.
Technically we had an argument and I was like, get out my face. So he got out my face and put his face in somebody else's pussy. That's what he would do.
Wow.
So yes.
Wow.
Let him tell me.
The best way to break up with somebody is to get on to somebody else?
And he did that quite often. Quite often.
God.
Quite often.
You did say that's your ex.
Yes, that is my ex.
Okay.
And he's an ex for very good reasons. I wish him, and I think he's still married. I think he's, I think, I'm not sure. I think maybe, I don't know. But yeah. Fun times.
Wow. Well, thank you for joining the conversation, I think.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, bye.
Thank you, ma'am. All right. Yo, that was an interesting one. And you hear what she said? I mean, the dude violated each and every damn rules. Y'all, the rules are not just there to protect yourself, but it's there to protect the other people involved as well. Because remember, at a minimum, it's going to be 3 people involved in any cheating scenario. So therefore, if you're going to do it, you got to make sure you follow them damn rules, because that's shit. You're setting yourself up for failures. All right. So Ms. Brown, first of all, thank you for joining the conversation, ma'am. Ms. Brown says, so true. I had an ex that was interested in cuckolding, but I wasn't. What that comment is tied back to is when Ms. Brown said, when LB was talking about, introducing, in order to break up the monotony of if you have a long-term relationship, then maybe having your spouse be introduced to the things that you're interested in. Because remember, 9 times out of 10, or it's either 1 or 2 reasons why someone is cheating. Either they're not getting fed at home, or it's just an ego thing, meaning they just want to knock down every new thing that comes into their in front of them in their focus. So if you have that as a situation, then what you have to do is like, all right, if I'm not being fed at home, how can I try a different recipe that we both can maybe be interested in, so that way I can have the things that I like, the desires that I have, and they can have whatever their desires are as well, and we do it together. So therefore it's not cheating. And it's not even a poly relationship too, because that's a whole different animal, but it's more of a situation where we are open, honest about what it is that we want and what it is that we are doing. So, that's really and truly a great comment. Now that cuckolding thing, yeah, that's interesting, huh? But at the end of but what we do see here is that, she had an ex that was interested in it. He brought it to her. Now, is that something that she was interested in? No, but at least they had the conversation. Maybe there was some middle ground that was met to where they could, decide to try something new. I'm not quite sure what middle ground there is, but you just never know. Just never know. Men, Miss Brown says, men fall in love with ass too. You know what? Yeah, we do. Y'all, all right. I like to go personal. So I was also in a relationship, and I ain't step out. Boy, I stepped, hopped, skipped, jumped, boy, I was all over the goddamn place. And I fall into that second category because I was just not being fed at home. So it's one of those things where one of the people I was interacting with, literally I fell in love because she was giving me what I was looking for, and potentially I did see something with her. So I was in violation of a lot of them damn rules myself. And you're right, we do fall in love. And if you are starving, if you are emotionally starving for certain things, and you meet somebody that fills that bill, you damn right you're gonna fall in love, right? But as LB said, it's one of them things where you have got to make sure that you know what you're getting into. You do not want to put yourself and your family in jeopardy because you can't control your emotions. If you know that you are a person that wears your heart on your sleeves, and like she said, if you're a woman, your pussy is connected to your heart. If you're a dude, your dick is connected to your heart. If you're one of those people and you know that you cannot separate your play life, if you will, and your real life, if you can't separate the two, then you need to end one before you move into another. All right. There are a lot of people that cannot be in just a regular ass relationship. You know what I'm saying? They just can't do it. And if you know that that's how you are built, then you cannot do that. You cannot do that. You got to end that relationship. And a lot of times what people do is really and truly because they're cowards. Because it's not an easy thing to do, especially if you have a long-term marriage. That's especially difficult because what you have is a situation that you have so many, not just a ring. You're not just tied up with just the institution of marriage, but you also have all of the assets that go along with it. So it's not easy to end it. And then on top of that, if you do say, you know what, y'all remember what's that scene? I think it's in Harlem Nights where he's like, hey, you know what? He had the chick and they had just finished having sex, I think. And that man rolled over, picked up the phone, called his wife and said, hey, I ain't coming home. He was just willing to throw it all away. So think about it. If you fall in love quickly and you throw everything away and it turns out not to be real, you done fucked up. The kids are messed up. The house is messed up. Your wife, man, please. So if you know that you're built that way, nah, you cannot do it. Can't do it. You're right. That good. Yeah, it will. It will. Carrie said she had a friend that got caught up with the Apple Watch too. Y'all, that's one of them rules, man. No paper trails. No paper trails. In fact, for everybody that just joined the conversation, we're going to talk about, the 10 rules of cheating, all right? Don't cheat. Don't mess up the church's money, meaning do not mess up your money, mess up the house's money. You know you got that check. It's coming in on Friday, but you're going to take your side piece out on some expensive date. Hell no, you better not do it. Don't do it. Number 3, don't be obvious. Don't be obvious. In other words, liking all them pictures but not liking the pictures of the significant that you and the person that you're cheating with, their significant others in the picture. You don't like them, but you like everything else. All right, nah, you can't do that. Do not be obvious. Don't play in your own backyard, aka do not shit where you eat. All right. Don't mess with friends. If you have mutual friends, don't mess with them. Don't mess with family. Like, brother-in-law, sister-in-law, stepmama, all that other dumb shit. Don't do it. And don't mess with coworkers. Number 5, don't bring anything home. Like we just had with LB called in. You don't bring anything home. You better bring that goddamn protection. And women, if you know that you're going to step out, you might want to make sure that, that you bring your own condoms with you. Like LB, she raised a great point. She knows her body. So therefore she knows that there's certain condoms that either will cause a smell, throw the pH off, all of that other shit. So she made sure that she came prepared. If you're going to do some adult shit, you better be prepared like an adult should. Number 6, don't put the brand in jeopardy. You had like Bill and Melinda Gates. They were married forever and a day. They're going through a divorce. They already have. They had non-disclosure agreements. He had a girlfriend that the wife knew about, and vice versa. They knew how to handle their business in a way that did not disrupt the Bill Gates / Microsoft brand. If you're going to do what you do, you make sure that you protect your brand. How many times have you heard of these big time CEOs and all that other shit? They got mistresses and all that other stuff even written into their contracts with the companies they work for, so that way they can move and take care of whatever things that they have, but they are protecting their brands as they do. Do not put the brand in jeopardy. Number 7, don't have them around your damn kids. Just don't do it. Number 8, don't let them think they have a shot at the title. I know us dudes, we are guilty for that. All right? Guilty as hell for that one, where we laying up and, yeah, babe, the wife, man, she just getting on my nerves. I like how you do it. So now she's thinking that she can replace the wife. Hell no, you better not do that shit. Better not do it. And number 9, don't leave a paper trail. Don't leave a friggin' paper trail. If you're going to DM, if you're going to, whatever, don't do it. And if you're going to be sending out text messages, man, you better clear out your that Apple Watch, because it's going to be there. Number 9, don't clear your conscience. If you feel bad, fuck it. You stepped into that arena. You better play the game. Play that shit till the end. Michelle, you're back? All right. What you got, ma'am?
So there's one other thing I wanted to mention, and I forgot. Your number 6, don't put the brand in jeopardy. Don't embarrass your spouse, your mate. Like, I don't know what it is about cheaters embarrassing their mates. Like, can you not do it without fucking up the family brand, fucking up the family image? You know what I'm saying? Like, for instance, I had an ex, usually talk about, 1 or 2 people, and he had a very unique nickname. Let's call him Tiger, right? And I'm scrolling on Facebook one day, and some chick's like, "Ooh, I had a tiger in my bed last night." Bruh, like, not cool. Like, not cool. Having the various women inboxing you, giving you the talk, the woman to woman talk, like, sir.
So that was beyond obvious.
Right. Like, could you have not? So it's one thing to cheat, but it's another thing to embarrass your family, embarrassing your spouse, embarrassing your mate. That is just so tacky. And it's like, you're just sloppy at that point. You just fucking sloppy. So
you don't care.
You don't give a damn. I mean, when I tell you, I'm scrolling on Facebook, minding my business. Oh, I had a tiger in my bed last night. What? And mind you, he laying up next to me at this point. So I'm looking like, is this bitch talking about? Matter of fact, where were you last night between the hours of so and so and so and so and so and so? Like, that should never happen.
Yeah.
But anyways, that's my little 2 cents. Please don't fuck up the family image. Don't embarrass your spouse. Don't be sloppy, because nobody wants a sloppy person. Like, it's just, Just
Yep. Yeah, because if you're gonna do it, you cannot be sloppy with it, because like you said, you it's not, now you're messing up three people's lives: your own, the person that your significant other, and the person you're cheating with. You're exactly right. If you're gonna do it, man, you better do it right.
right. And now, like, you put me in a position to where, you know, I got to make some decisions. Should I slap you or slap her? Like, who tires getting slashed now? Now you put me in a position to go to jail because you want to have me embarrassing these streets. So, you know, y'all need to, if you're going to cheat, you need to think with the brain up here, not the little brain down there, because you don't know what the other person's going to do and how they're going to react to that embarrassment.
For sure.
Hence why 3 of his tires are gone the next day. But anywho's.
Yeah. Let me go. Allegedly.
Bye.
I think I'm gonna do a show about, if you are caught cheating, how to like, what is it? You only slash X amount of tires, or what is break a side mirror? I don't know what the hell. Anyway, we might have to do a show on that. Just let me go to the chat. Y'all are, let's see. I agree about not being fed at home being the reason that I stepped out. Yeah. Like we talked about, y'all, sex, communication, finances, them three things. And if you know that you have needs sexually and that person isn't your significant other is not fulfilling those needs, then you're damn right. It's going to lead you, if you're dying of thirst and somebody's like, yo, look at this big ice cold cup of water, you think you'd be like, no, I'm good because that cup, the cup wasn't filled from, no, man, please, you're going to take a drink. So if you're not being fed at home, you're damn right. You are going to step out because you're starving. It's just, especially if you communicate. Let's see. Miss Brown said, nah, Chris, he's my ex. I just wouldn't satisfy that appetite and thought it would eventually lead to cheating. You just got to be real with yourself about whether you can or cannot satisfy your partner totally. You know what? That's true. That's true. But at least that person brought it up to you. And I mean, then as adults, y'all can figure out, okay, is this something you have to have, or is this just something you want to explore and try it out, whatever the case may be. Or quite honestly, it's happened a lot. Like I said, you go back to the Bill and Melinda Gates situation, they had an arrangement worked out. So it may have been a situation, I mean, I don't know, I'm just, speaking hypothetically. It's like if your partner comes to you and says, hey, I need X, Y, or Z, you know that that's not something you are willing to satisfy. However, there may be a way for them to have their needs met and y'all still work out your relationship. That's what the conversations are about. At the end of the day, it may be a situation where, you know what, it's not a win-win. I don't like what you like and I don't want you to go do it another way. And then you have to make the decision, is this something that we want to work out? It's one of them things, man. It's one of them things. Lord, she said she jumped on the carousel. She started dick hopping because her needs weren't met. Well, that's true. That's true. I think it's embarrassing being with a man. What? Oh my God. Is it embarrassing being with a dumbass cheater? You ain't never lied. You damn right. Because like I said, you're messing up the brand at that point, because what it is, and obviously it's just beyond disrespectful, because if they are allowing other people to jump into your DMs or start making comments and all that other shit, man, shit. Yeah. And just like Danielle said right there, that's how people lose their lives. Because think about it. If you know that your woman's stepping out and these other dudes are just like, yeah, shot, I had fun last night, man, on some kind of social media thread. And it's like, and I've seen this shit happen, my God. And I'm like, God darn, how is she still alive or whatever? I've seen a woman, she posts just thirst trapping left and right. I mean, damn near everything just falling out. And dudes are coming on the thread. Yeah, I remember when I was sucking them things. And I'm like, God damn. And I know that they're not in a lifestyle type relationship. I'm thinking to myself, holy shit, how is this person still here? So it's like, if you're going to do some shit, it's like, man, that is just some dangerous shit. Dangerous shit. It's like, yo, I get it. You got to follow these rules, man. You got to follow these rules. And LB, she said as well, number 10, which is, yo, keep that shit to yourself. Don't come trying to clear your conscience because you feel bad about something you did, man. You take that shit to the grave. Take that shit to the grave. I've man, never understood that shit. because that right there, woo. You know, this is something I've never. That woman to woman. You remember what was it? Betty Wright, I think it was. Y'all let me know in the comments. It's either Betty Wright or no, it's not Betty White. I think that's a chick from. Anyway, the song was the one woman called another woman talking about, hey, Barbara, I found your number in my man's in my man's pants or some shit like that. Then she went down this long ass, tired ass litany of things. I'm the one that washed his clothes, and I'm like, what the? Okay, why you checking another woman? You need to go check your dude, because for her number to be in your dude's pants, then he put them there. And I'm trying to figure out what the hell all that's about. If you found your significant other cheating, why are you calling the other woman for? Why are you calling the other dude? Y'all seen them damn crazy ass text messages? Hey, don't be calling my girl's phone. Bruh, how did he get the number? And if he's bold enough to be calling, you might want to go check your girl. All that woman to woman shit, or no. That's some bullshit. Nope. Can't that's just some of the stupidest shit to me. Cannot do that. Let's see. You know what else? Michelle, she says, you know what else is embarrassing? Settling for a person sexually only to find, yo, I've heard of that shit. It's like, first of all, you coming to I had a conversation with a friend. She was like, yo, first of all, this dude, he's coming looking like a Sesame Street character, and he has the audacity to go out there and cheat. It's like, my God. You mean tell me I'm putting up with this shit and you have the audacity, the unmitigated gall to step out on me? So now all these bitches know that whack penis that I've been tolerating because you, oh, that's so sad. On a note that's got nothing to do with nothing, did you know that most women won't do threesomes because they know that they don't want to be embarrassed by their dude? Ladies, am I wrong on that one? If I'm off, let me know. But that's a conversation I've had with another person. Lord knows it's not me. Y'all know. So now all these bitches know the whack penis I've been tolerating because you. Oh, that's just crazy. Oh shit! I'm sorry. That's funny. That is absolutely funny. LB says because it's easier to blame the other person versus your partner. I posted a picture today. Let me see if I can put it up. And basically what it was. Oh, not that. What it was the image was that of a guy that caught his significant other cheating. And let me see if I can find it. But basically, it's one of them things. And of course, if I wasn't looking for it, boom, there it is. Okay. Oh, shit. Hold on, y'all. My bad. And but basically, what the picture shows is a man that found his significant other cheating. So the question is, who should he hit with a rock? His cheating wife or her side dude? And it's one of why you hate me? I'm just saying it's true. Anyway, it's one of the things where it's like, who should he hit with the rock? His cheating wife or his side dude? Y'all let me know in the comments. If y'all see this, right, in the chat, who should he hit the rock with? Do y'all remember that TV show, Cheaters? That was one of my favorite shows, by the way. That, Maury. Oh my God, them two shows. Oh. And it does he know the side dude? That's a good question. That's an excellent question, actually. That's a good question. Michelle, that is a damn good question. Does he know the side dude? Yeah, because that goes back to rule number 2, messing with friends and family. If he knows the side dude and you know that that's your friend, your homeboy, then yeah, that's a problem. That's a problem. Why you hate me? I am but a simple, innocent man just sitting here behind a microphone trying to have a conversation with my friends, and you hate me? My God. Oh, that's just terrible. Absolutely terrible. Sesame Street, you silly. All right, That's a good question. Depends. Does he know the side dude? Miss Brown says she's catching a charge. Too many people to move on to. Yeah. LB, she says, true, because you aren't looking at your partner objectively. So true. So true. You will not be out here embarrassing me in public, man, for sure. It's one of them things, man, when I saw that so many times we blame the other person because we blame the cheatee instead of the cheater. It's one of those things that, like, okay, y'all know in real estate, if you're not a party to the contract, they ain't got shit to do with the transaction. So why am I going to get mad at the home inspector when in reality I should be mad at the seller? You know what I'm saying? It's one of them things. They ain't got shit to do with it. So what you need to do is hit, just like LB said right here, you need to hit her with the damn rock, because that's the person that he is in relationship with in that picture. It ain't got shit to do with the other dude. Because how many times have we heard of situations where the other guy was like, shit, she done told me that she was single. She told me that, and now this one I've heard so many times. They told me they were going through a divorce, man. Fuck that shit. Until you see that divorce paper, man, no, they still married. I'm just saying. So it's like, yeah, you hit her with the rock. I'm not saying that there should be violence. By no means am I saying that there should be violence, because that is a big ass rock. And what is he wearing? Yeah. Definitely, she is a person at fault. So it's one of the things we hear all the time about people getting mad at the significant other because they were the ones that did. No. You get mad at the significant other. Excuse me. You don't get mad at the person that they're cheating with. No, you get mad at the significant other because they are the ones that got you that got into that entanglement, as it were. It's not a matter about that dude. I'm dropping the link to the Zoom chat if you want to join me in the conversation and talk to me one-on-one. If you want to have your camera shown, just let me know. We can do it where it's just you and I talking, your voices. I make sure I don't call you by your name, but just make sure that you have your camera on so that I can at least I'm sorry. Wait a minute. She said, how big is the rock? What you saying? Wait a minute. What difference does it matter the size of the rock? You saying if it's a pebble, it's okay, but if it's a boulder, then no, that's off limits. Yo, you silly, Daniel. Oh shit. Anyway, let's see. Also, the dumb one's calling another woman and telling her to stop cheating. Man. That right there is some shit. If it ain't got nothing to do with you and your situation, why are you jumping in saying, hey, Shirley, I saw Barbara out there. I saw Bobby out there cheating with Barbara. Man, you better stay the hell out of their relationship. Stay the hell out of people's relationship, because at the end of the day, 9 times out of 10, when there's cheating involved, that couple ends up reconciling. Not every relationship where there's infidelity, especially marriages, infidelity between the spouses, do they break up and divorce. They're usually gonna reconcile, work it out, and move forward. However, everybody that was on the outside that decided they want to get in and no, unless you have nope. You don't jump in and start telling business. That's not what you do. That going through divorce is some BS. Yeah. If that person is not officially divorced and they're telling you that, no, man, no. Here's the thing. If you know that if that person tells you, yes, I am still married, separating don't count. Going through a divorce don't count. Divorced means divorce. So there is no being a little bit pregnant when it comes to marriage. Either you are divorced or you're not. Ain't no separating shit. So no, that's just game at that point. So Michelle's 100% right. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't count. It does not count. So anyway, back to what I was saying, man. It's like, yo, if you know, excuse me. If you know that if you see your friend or just, you know, one of your homegirls, your homeboys, and you see them out with somebody else, man, you better look the other way. You better Michael Jackson moonwalk your way up out of that shit. Because if you decide to be like, oh, he's such a good dude, I'm going to tell him, no, he's going to hate your ass, and he's going to hate her, and he's going to hate the dude that she's cheating with. Everybody's going to get it. So no, stay the hell out of it. Don't try to go to her and be like, girl, you shouldn't be cheating, or dude, man, what you cheating? No, stay the hell out of that shit. Fall back until they work it out. Let them work that shit out on their own. You better stay the hell out of that shit. Stay out of it. I'm just saying, it's one of them things, you got to stay up out of this. Oh, shit, okay. We got a couple more minutes before we wrap this one up. Let's see. I think she's talking about the women that know their man is cheating and decided, oh, it doesn't matter whether you know or you don't, man. Stay the hell up out of other folks' business. Stay the hell up out of other folks' business. Oh, yeah, I got sidetracked because I was like, yo, that was... Man, that anyway, if you want to join the conversation, like I said, I just posted the link. Also, y'all, I meant to tell you as well, I am this chat is also on Facebook as well. So if you want to join, if you know anybody that's on Facebook that's not necessarily on YouTube, hey, let them know. We're live streaming on both channels, so make sure both YouTube and Instagram, YouTube and Facebook. So if you want to join the conversation, just make sure you that you mute your mic. You turn on your mic, but you mute everything else in the background. All right, trying to see something here. Kara says, if you called me and asked me if I'm fucking your man, you a savage with it, ain't you? God darn. All right, Kara said, if you called me and asked me if I'm fucking your man, my answer is yup. I don't even have to know. Why? Why would you do that? Why? I mean, come on. Why? God darn. Why would you just say, yo? You just savage for real. Oh my goodness. I got people texting me, they talk about they don't want to say anything because they're going to get caught up. Amazing. Yeah. I'll be honest with you. Oh, you savage for real. So what you're saying is that even if you're not actually involved with that person, you know that you're just on the outside looking in, you still going to be like, yup. I don't disagree with you, because if you calling me with some dumb shit because what the other person's doing, yeah, you're going to get all of this. I'll be honest with you. Yeah, I ain't mad at that at all. Because quite honestly, if they can't take care of their business at home, basically they ain't got no business calling your phone is what you're saying. And I'll be honest with you, I don't disagree. Don't disagree at all. She said fucking and sucking. Good Lord. All right, y'all. This has been a fun conversation. I kind of knew that this one was going to be interesting because I had a couple people, like, even before I got started, they're like, wait a minute, Chris, were you going to be talking about that? Yeah. Because we had the conversation, like I said, the genesis of this particular topic started not only from the Ready to Love show. In fact, we had a couple people that joined in kind of late. So I am going to play that video just for those of y'all, you know, especially if you don't watch the show Ready to Love. Let's see. Uh-oh. I'll get it right one of these days.
Have you cheated before, and do you think that part of your life is completely over?
I'm trying to set proper expectations, you know, when it comes to that. Can't say that I've cheated because I haven't had a girlfriend. Like, I've never been in relationships enough to cheat on someone, so that's part by design. You know, you can't cheat if you're not in a relationship.
So what my man was saying right there, he had his own rules for what he thought was and wasn't a relationship. So therefore, I'm not cheating because, man, please, you know damn well if you're cheating or not. Come on now. If you even got to introduce the word cheating, then you're in a relationship. If not, you just haven't casual consensual sex. There's a huge difference. So you can't on one hand say I wasn't cheating. Yeah, you can't have it both ways. All right, that's essentially it. So that clip right there came from the TV show Ready to Love. And as y'all, if you don't know already, what I do, one of the many things that I do, because y'all know I'm Jamaican, is I do reviews of each and every episode. Each episode comes on Friday, and what I do is I do my reviews, and you can find them. Their links on my channel. So if you haven't already done so, 1, make sure you hit the like button. 2, make sure you subscribe, because like I said, I do those reviews, usually drop them every Monday. But anyway, on that show, when he said that, he was like, it made no sense. And I got to thinking about it. Each of us, we have our own rules as to what does or doesn't constitute cheating. And that's the reason why we got into this conversation. I had a couple of people hit me up when I posted the link about what we're going to be talking about. They're like, yeah, that's going to be interesting. I mean, it's like Carrie said down in the chat. Yeah, that's a pretty shady ass answer. It's like you sitting there sweating in there. Bruh. Tell the truth, especially if that's somebody you dating. It's like, shit, just come on now. So anyway, like I said, that was the genesis of the conversation. And honestly, y'all, I had a ball with y'all tonight. That was, this conversation was something I've always been interested in why people cheat. And in my second book, I wrote about a character. She went on a sexual safari is how I wrote it. There's certain appetites, desires that she had, and she stepped out in order to do them. If you haven't read the book, by all means, please go pick up my books. Desperately Seeking Pleasure is what it was. So anyway, I got to thinking about that, about people's desires, the things that they want, and why people do what they do. And I appreciate y'all joining me tonight. Tonight's been a fun show. Y'all have been clowning in the comment section. I enjoyed it. Next week, I'm not quite sure what our topic's going to be, but like I said, if you haven't already done so, please make sure you subscribe to the channel. That way you'll get a notification as to what the topic's going to be. And I'm always here, so hit me up on all my socials. You can follow me on Twitter. You can follow me on Instagram at Christopher Markland, Christopher_Markland. All of my social media is in the links below. Anyway, y'all, it's been fun. I appreciate y'all joining me tonight. See y'all next week. Stay determined.